And we're live. Hi, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Hello.
evening, afternoon. Hi. Hope everyone's well. And thank you for joining us on this new platform for our weekly AMA. I'm maybe a new face and a new voice to some folks because I've been in the shadows until this point. My name's Rebecca. With Sophia, I'm the co-lead of the Open Web Sandbox. This is kind of the first opportunity where, on the new platform, I'll be kind of helping start things off this week. Sophia is with us in spirit and she'll be watching the recording later. So everyone be on your best behavior. But today is also special for a couple of other reasons. I'm joined by other faces of the sandbox in a big way. So I'll actually be passing it off to Sammy to start for this session and take it away from there. Tell us a bit about who you are and what you're going to be talking about today.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Rebecca. Well, hello to everybody. My name is Sammy Flores, or otherwise known on Discord as Samtoshi F Baby, or on Twitter, Instagram, all the socials. So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to finally show my face. I apologize for my curly hair. I would have got a haircut. However, I decided that I think that y'all needed to see me in my natural state. So this is me. A little bit about myself. I am an independent comic book artist. I recently joined the Open Web Sandbox as a moderator back in June. Orvard introduced me, and I've been having so much fun ever since, getting to know everybody. I've seen so many videos on YouTube. I feel like I know everybody, and I never met them in my life. So I feel like I know Chloe, the dev. I only know people by Twitter names and stuff. But I'm excited to be here. Like I said, for the most part, a little bit about myself. The way my day usually works, 80% of my life revolves about caretaking my son. His name is Cameron, and he has a sensory processing disorder. So that's where I am most of the days. So sometimes I'm able to come into the Open Web Sandbox AMAs. Otherwise, every other week I have therapy sessions, stuff like that. Fun facts about me. I used to be a bartender. That's what I did throughout college. I graduated from the University of San Antonio, or University of Texas in San Antonio, with a bachelor's in psychology with emphasis in human and sports performance. I've been doing art since I was a very young person, like at the age of 7. Then I stopped whenever I was 18 and picked it back up when I was 27. So I've been doing, the comic book stuff for about, 5-7 years almost now. Time flies. But like I said, I'm extremely excited to be here. It's awesome. So what I'll be talking about today is this new rewards program that I've kind of come up with collaboration with our Open Web Sandbox team. It's called Contributors or Creators of the Blockchain. Can you see my screen? Or not yet?
Yes, we can see it.
All right. So
yeah, we can see it.
Okay, great. So the Open Web Sandbox presents Creators of the Blockchain. It's a choose your own adventure rewards program. And the goals, just like, our ultimate goal for almost all guilds is to help build the near blockchain ecosystem, right? So the goal for this program specifically is to create, more engagement within the Open Web Sandbox. We really want people to start collaborating with one another, getting to know one another on a personal level. That way, it's easier to, conversate. A lot of we're in an amazing time right now. Everybody is working remotely from all over the world. So we're all getting used to, chatting and just sending quick messages. So, I really want to go ahead and help the sandbox really open up to, meeting people and possibly, getting face-to-face and collaborating with one another. And so, our next goal would be motivate motivating the contributors to complete more tasks. I mean, that's what the Open Web Sandbox is about. It's your first foot in the door into, learning blockchain. So the way we offer, ways to learn about blockchain is partaking in these small tasks. And I believe the way we're going to go ahead and the way we create more engagement is by incentivizing even further. I know we get a little bit of near in our pockets whenever we complete tasks. However, I think the main attraction to blockchain right now is NFTs, DAOs, and DeFi. So I figured why not incorporate this type of movement. We'll go ahead and incorporate NFTs. So my whole plan right here is to create a rewards program where people are collecting NFTs for completing tasks. So how it works is every quarter of the year we'll start a new game, and every contributor starts at 0, right? And so there will be a leaderboard that will be updated weekly. And just so you know, this is all kind of beta, so it's trial and error, and I'll be doing everything manually at the beginning until maybe we could get our IT wizard Valentina to hook us up with an app or something like that, so we could integrate it more automatedly. But yeah, everybody will be earning points by completing tasks. There'll be 4 different NFTs created every quarter, so that way we're collecting these NFTs whenever we're completing tasks or attending different events. There will be a new NFT created every quarter, or new 4 NFTs created every quarter. That way, the previous NFTs are limited, so that way, eventually, if people want to sell them or trade them, that would also create some utilization of the near tokens. So that will also create contributions to building our ecosystem as well. And where I'll be creating them will be on Mintbase. Mintbase is one of the platforms built on the near blockchain, and they have a wonderful setup. We have a virtual, a way of doing like a virtual tour and to display them in virtual reality form. So anybody that starts collecting these, Open Web Sandbox NFTs, they'll be able to display them to the Mintbase store, kind of like to show off. So that's kind of what we're kind of going at there. And then so the winner at the end of every quarter will receive a 1-of-1 personalized NFT. And once the contributor earns 4 of them, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and create like a proposal or a pitch or some sort of a plan for you guys to create a project or a guild of some sort, because the whole purpose of this is trying to build our ecosystem. And I believe if we create a pathway for all our contributors to start like a journey on the road to maybe creating their own projects, creating their own guilds, it would really all come full circle with what this program is set up to be like. So we're really just trying to build everything. Let's see. So next, I'm going to go over the point system right here. So the point system is pretty simple. We'll go ahead and do the exclusive party NFT that I created the one last month, the Dr. Nier. I hope everybody enjoyed that one. I have a pretty awesome idea for this next one. I'm pretty excited, and it is going to be a Rainbow Bridge theme, so it's going to be awesome. So that for the party, you'll earn 2 points or 10 points, and it's once a month, right? So within the quarter, you'll have 3 opportunities to earn that, and that would equal up to 30. And then I'll be dropping some exclusive NFTs 2 times a month. So I figured, anytime I come up with an idea, like maybe like I'll do like a Weekend Warrior NFT, because I know on the weekends, a lot of times we fail to communicate on Discord. So if, just to create a little bit more engagement, I would definitely, plan to do like a Weekend Warrior type NFT to award the one who engages the most on the weekends, or possibly even, award the winner of the Swine Guild meme contest. Maybe I'll go ahead and drop it off. Who knows, right? It's all a guessing game. So yeah, that way it would keep you on your toes, and you're also wanting to participate and be motivated to complete these tasks. The next category is the AMA NFTs. So if just for showing up to the AMA NFTs, what we'll do is we'll give you a NFT, which is kind of like a what they call POAP now. It's a participation of activity type thing. And so that will get you three points, right? And that you have up to 4 times a month. So you could earn 12 points a month, which in turn, if you do 3 times per quarter, that's 36. And then finally, right here, we have the open web base points. For every 20 near that you earn, like at the end, whenever you're completing tasks, I'll go ahead and tally it up. I know everybody goes and submits it through the Sputnik DAO. And so I'll be able to go ahead and see how much you're earning because I'm a moderator. I can see that stuff. And I'll be able to go ahead and tally up all the points. And then we'll have a leaderboard. And let me give you an example of what it looks like. And this is just a basic view of what it looks like. So it'll get better. So check it out. This is what it looks like right here. So we have name. So this is an example of Orvard and me. So for base coins, at the end, let's say Orvard earned 56 near. So every 20 gets him 1 base NFT. That counts as 1. So he gets 2 for right there. And I guess I wasn't as, active as Orvard was, so I only earned 39 near. So then I got 1 point. And then for the AMA NFTs, Orvard is a champion. He attends every AMA, every single time. So he earned 12 points. And this is for the month, obviously, because I'll be updating on a weekly basis. But I wanted to give you an example of what the month would look like. And so I am only able to attend the AMAs every 2 weeks. So I only got 6 points. Then Orvard did not earn any exclusive NFTs. Shame on him. He got 0. I earned 1, got 5 points. And then at the end of every AMA, I'll be watching whether I'm live or watching on YouTube. I'll create a questionnaire and ask 3 questions pertaining to the AMA just to see how much everybody was able to retain, because I know we discuss a lot of things sometimes, but that will give you the opportunity to earn 3 points, 3 points for every AMA question. So if you get all 3 of them right, you earn 3. If you get 2 right, you earn 2. You earn 1, so forth. So you'll have the opportunity to get 12 of those a month. Orvard, like I said, is a champion, and he retains all the information because he's the greatest. So he earned 12 points. I missed 1 because I have a terrible memory, and I only scored 5. Then for the Open Web SAM party, we both attended and earned 10. So the total tally at the end of the month, Orvard had 36 and I only earned 27. So I will basically be building like a spreadsheet that will have all the participants. You don't have to participate, but when you do, I'll be tallying it up, and y'all could always DM me on Discord if you want me to leave you off the leaderboard. But anybody who's participating in tasks will be added to the leaderboard at the end of the month. That way, you could strive for the ultimate goal of proposal setup. I know we're doing we're trying to set up like a pitch type thing where we'll have some type of journey or pathway for our contributors. So it will kind of be integrated with that whole pitch as far as that is concerned. But yeah, that's basically how the game is going to work. And just to kind of do like a little icebreaker, I know we're 15 minutes in, but I'm going to be giving out NFTs for all the people who are here today. So let me show you what we got. I did some prototypes. This one right here is what everybody is going to get. So if you would just DM me on Discord afterwards, I am going to be minting them on Mintbase, and I'll be distributing them later today whenever I put my son to sleep for a nap. but I'll go ahead and distribute them all to anybody who's in attendance. So please just make sure you go ahead and DM me your information, like your near account. And then somebody right now is about to win a one-of-one prototype of the gold coin that I created. It says, "In Near We Trust, Open Web Sandbox, the Sandbox Guild," and this is like just a representation of, the theme that I'm going with this month for the beta rollout for this program is that real? Is it even real? Like, that's what people always ask me. Is it real money or is it fake money? Whenever we talk about cryptocurrency, a lot of my friends are always like, giving me, shit. Sorry for the French there, but yeah, they're always giving me shit about cryptocurrency because that's all I talk about now. You know what I mean? I'm sure that's the case with most people in this, community now. We all talk and blabber about cryptocurrency, and our wives, our friends are all like, "Hey, we don't even know what you're talking about. Shut up." So yeah, this is what the theme is. So I'm going to be creating some coins, tokens, and those will be the exclusive or the NFTs for this first 2 months, because we're already a month into the quarter, so it's only going to run 2 months for the beta program, just to see how it goes and see if we could get any type of like feedback or suggestions or tips and so forth. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and start, let me go ahead and explain how I'm going to go ahead and give you this or raffle off this NFT or giveaway, however you want to say it. I'm actually going to go ahead and think of a number between 1 and 30, and the first person to put it in the chat will receive this NFT later today. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to write it down. The paper is blank, so you don't think I'm a cheater. I'm about to write it down, and as soon as I say go, everybody start to go ahead and type in the number they think I'm thinking. Remember, 1 and 30. It's between 1 and 30. So ready, set, go. Oh, my slider's not good. Let's see. Oh, Seth, who's Hung Tuan, researcher near. He is the winner. Yes, winner right there. Congratulations.
Nice.
7. Yes, let me show you right here. 7 is a special number to me because there's a few things I'm tied to 7. I was born on the 7th day of January. So January 7th is my birthday. My son was born on the 3rd month on the 4th day, so that's 7. And my anniversary to my wife is in the 7th month of the year. So 7 is all over my life. Lucky number 7. So so congratulations, Hung. I hope hopefully I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Glad to have given the opportunity to give away these NFTs, and I will definitely go ahead and submit it to you once I mint them. But yeah, does anybody have any questions or concerns or tips or any suggestions that you want to go ahead and talk to me about?
Well, Amy B saying this should have been the winning number. Yeah. Okay. Understood. It's 7 though. It's 7. Yeah. Are there questions for Sammy? You can post them in the chat. You can post them in the Q&A. Also bear in mind, like for the remainder of the AMA, we'll put things over to who's here as usual for updates from people. So how that process works in AirMeet is in the middle bottom portion of your screen. There should be a little hand. So you raise your hand and then we'll invite you up to the stage to give your own update. But also want to make sure that people have the opportunity to ask Sammy questions about this awesome rewards program. Oh my goodness, I am so looking forward to this. I'm a bit bummed I didn't win this one. 17 was my guess. It has a 7 in it, but I'll know this better for next time. I'll know this better for next time.
You'll know this. Now everybody has a leg up on the next type of exclusive NFT.
That's right. That's right. We know how you think now. It's gonna be a given. Good to consider.
Absolutely.
So just real quick, Sammy, would you mind going back to the points, the rewards point system you had, and zooming in a little there, just so people can really see how awesome this is, and how just by showing up to AMAs and engaging on Discord, you could really get some very cool stuff. Just want to drive that home for people, if possible. And I like in the leaderboard, it's like Orvard's doing super well. He sends his apologies that he could not be present today. So
right?
one time he's not present.
I just gave him the kudos about being, a beast at showing up to every event. Right? The one day he doesn't show up for Orvard. But yeah,
I should also mention. Yeah,
okay,
while we're looking through that, there's someone else here with us who I totally forgot to introduce earlier. So sorry. Carl, do you want to say a few words and introduce yourself to the fans, to the sandboxers and the wider community?
Thank you, Rebecca. Yes, I'm the new boy here, watching patiently to see what's going on. All looks really good. Very impressed with the new competition, Sammy. Looks really like it could go somewhere. And from my own, I'm here just to see where I can help out. Really, been involved in NEAR for about 6 months, and just joined the Sandbox team. So you'll be hearing more from me in the future, and when I will be presenting some of my own ideas. But for today, I'm here just to join in the fun, watch what's happening, and see how things moving ahead.
Awesome, thanks. And yeah, happy to have like the Sandbox moderator team is just so engaged, and it's so awesome to get to work with these people and then also see their faces. They have been usernames and handles maybe sort of about for a while. So now we know who you truly are, and we'll get to know everyone a bit better, which is kind of awesome. So yeah, keeping it open, folks, for anyone who wants to share an update. There's that fun raise hand feature. We were hoping to have someone else present from the Cyberpunk Guild again to talk about their project that's open for folks to get engaged in and apply to. I do not think they're here, so that's unfortunate. Maybe we'll catch them next time.
That's Hung. That's Hung. He's actually he's right here. So yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
THB0301 is what I know him on as Discord. So let's raise your hand and we'll go ahead and get you on the screen. I apologize.
That's so funny. Yeah, we'll make that happen. Thank you for patiently waiting then. So Sam, if you wouldn't mind stopping to share a screen there, and I'm gonna hand the mic off. And then after this, AVB, I see you. You're up next to share what's up. So let's say hello.
Does everybody hear me?
To the winner of the novelty NFT, but also our next speaker.
I don't know why.
So that
I
worked out nicely.
Just unlucky. So anybody hear me?
Things are loading.
Yes, I can hear you well.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
So I will introduce myself first. My name is Hùng. I'm like a Vietnamese community. I'm in Vietnamese community. I'm also a NEAR contributor since like a year, and I start like somehow buy NEAR. We all start by doing buy NEAR, right? Then buy high at around $2 to $3. So anyway, it's just a long story. I have learned, I have contributed to NEAR, and now I'm become. Do you know NearMates? Do you know NearMates?
Yes. NearMates. Love you on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm currently a founder of NearMates, and we So cool. You guys asked about how we can contribute to Cyberpunk, right? I will make a brief presentation about this. Let me share a screen.
Yeah, it's the arrow in the middle bottom of your screen.
Yeah. I just prepare a screen. Do you see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Feel free to go.
Just make a brief presentation. So I introduce myself. We are NearMesh. We are creating infographics and useful contents for the near ecosystem users. But our purpose is to guide some new people from Ethereum, from Solana, or any others blockchain to join Near and to using Near's ecosystem project. And the first thing I want to do with Cyberpunk is to create infographic for them. This is one example we have created and we post it on Twitter. I don't know if you guys see it. This
yes,
one
definitely. Also, brief interruption, Hung, if you don't mind. Could you present it fully so we can admire the splendor of the infographic?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
top right. There you go. Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you.
So this some kind of infographic I want to do for Cyberpunk. Even though I don't know a lot about the technical part. I mean, I'm not a technical guy, to be honest. So this is everything I can do. Like I read the information, understand them, and doing an infographic. Maybe I will need some kind of support or some kind of technical things when if I can ask anyone to create more infographic about this. And the next thing, not just infographic, maybe I can support to create memes, some kind of memes. Yeah, you can see on the screen. About creating content, I can support you guys if you want to have connection with others community. Like for example, here I am currently in a rhino horse guide, flying rhino horse guide. Do you know this guild, right? Here, yeah. Do you know this guy?
Yes.
Yes, just
yeah,
launching.
They newly launched on Friday. Yeah, exactly. The Flying Rhino Social Media Guild, for everyone's knowledge. Find their website, find their Twitter. They're really cool.
If you guys want somehow to advertise or to some doing marketing, you can connect with these guilds. And also, I am currently in a Vietnamese community. And we have Twitter, Facebook group, and somehow Telegram channel. If you want to communicate doing AMA or doing some kind of content about Cyberpunk to somehow targeting to Vietnamese community, you can contact me and I will help to do some connection with the hosting. And others, I also have other connection with I also working in proximity labs in near protocol. Do you know? The proximity labs of Near protocol is focusing on enhancing the DeFi ecosystem in Near. We have Refinance, Aurora, we have Paras, and a lot of partner on that. And if you guys want, if Cyberpunk want to have somehow connection or some support or some funds, even some funds, you guys can connect me and I will help them. Yeah. And the final one, we can help you guys to running some marketing campaign, like social media marketing, like running some competition or doing some infographic. Yeah. And reaching out to Vietnamese community. That is my presentation about what we can do with Cyberpunk. So, anybody have any questions?
I'll jump in and say, well done. It looks all really good. Well done, Hung. It looks very impressive.
Sorry, but I don't. I'm kind of busy at this moment, so I just kind of do some briefly presentation.
Well, that was great.
No, I think it sells it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same as Sammy. It really sells it nicely and visually. And so, I mean, the next steps really are, I mean, it's great to be able to see it too, but maybe comment on the forum where we'll kind of take it back as well to the team to discuss what the next steps could look like. Just a reminder, the forum post for this is in the chat right now, and you can of course find it under our Open Web Sandbox category, and we'll maybe continue the conversation in Discord or wherever makes sense. But this looks so cool, and yeah, everyone follow NearMates on Twitter. Could you throw the handle in the chat? I think it's at @near_mates, I want to say is the handle.
Yep.
But correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I will send it through the chat. Yeah.
I was right. Sweet. Yeah, throw it in there now. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you so much for that.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yes, all the followers. Let's follow each other and support each other in that scary ecosystem. So thank you so much, Hung. I'm going to, oh, this sounds very drastic. I'm going to remove you from the stage. But thank you so much for presenting and hope to see you soon. Bye. So now we're going to hand it off to another friend, I should say, of these occasions and of these conversations for a brief update for what's going on the Silicon Craftsman side. AVB, are you with us? Hey! Oh my gosh, you're wearing my favorite sweater.
I put it on just for you. This is really weird because I feel like I basically pushed Hung off the stage.
No, I did. You can put that blame on me. Yes, thank you, Hung. Out. Next person. It's a bit cold, but hopefully efficient. Who knows?
Yeah,
but how are you? What's going on with your guild? What's happening in the world for you?
Yeah, so thanks so much for the opportunity to share. So I offloaded a bunch of posts on the governance forum and on the Silicon Craftsman Medium post as well. So if you guys haven't heard of me before, I'm AVB, the infamous AVB with the CryptoPunk in the display picture. So I'm leading the Silicon Craftsman Guild. We're the product and user experience guild in Near. And it's been a really interesting last 6-8 weeks because we see the guild as being like a meta product. You know, we are a product of products. So it's been really crazy to see how the ecosystem explodes and there's things happening everywhere. So we've been retweaking a bit of things to make sure that we can respond, fast enough to all the things happening in the ecosystem, remain agile. And that means that there's going to be a lot more collaboration and opportunities for collaboration with other guilds and opportunities for other guild members, so just OWS contributors. So we're really excited to extend. One of the opportunities will be we're introducing a dynamic product demo and tutorial system. So we will be sharing with the OWS ecosystem and the Near ecosystem more broadly the requests for product demos and tutorials that come through projects. So we're doing a lot of work in trying to get as much information as possible. What are the features that they would like to highlight, what type of user they're targeting, basically what we would say in product, the definition of done or the definition of success. So we want to make sure that you guys get a really good brief and then you can unleash your creativity with really clear outcomes. So maybe you're a TikToker, maybe you have like creative writing, maybe you make some pretty dank memes, but we sort of know loosely what it should look like. So an example would be, we've got a ref finance sale coming up in 6 days. There's a target to get more DAI and Ethereum across the Rainbow Bridge. There's certain parameters that we can target. So there's going to be a lot more of that coming up. And there's one specific thing that I have to talk to Rebecca or Sophie as well, because I need to get it up as soon as possible. We are releasing a podcast. So it's going to be the Wild User Interviews podcast. So the framing is we see our users that we'll be interviewing as anyone engaging with the Near ecosystem. And there's a big focus as well on like non-crypto people. So creative problem solvers, designers, product people, anyone that may consider Near as a solution. We'd love to hear from them, builders, contributors. So the podcast, we've already started sending some cheeky invites to schedule times. Some of you may be getting one, and if you'd like to be a guest, let me know as well. But where I need the OWS help specifically, like in the immediate future, is creating the artwork for the podcast. So if you open Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, any podcast app, there's a little square artwork that it's usually colorful, creative. It gives you a glimpse of what the podcast is going to be. So it'd be really nice to open source that to the OWS community. Ideally, we get several submissions and then we get to vote on them. And yeah, I think it'd be a really nice way to kickstart that.
I'm so excited. This is so cool.
Sounds great.
Yay. Okay. So, I mean, everyone knows when it comes to submitting a project to the Open Web Sandbox, there is that project form that exists in the project channel. It has a full and Discord. I'm getting the name wrong, and this is going to be a problem for me later. But look for project, and that's the one.
Yes.
And so it'd be great to have that filled out as soon as you can. Just link to the forum post for anyone who's interested. Start brainstorming now, because the call is out there. We're looking for creative content for this podcast, and I mean, that's just one of the many things that Silicon Craftsman is up to, and that's so exciting to hear, ABB. And also, thank you for posting on the forum. I appreciate that on a personal level.
I know that was overdue.
Hey, better late than never.
And I've lost track of time. And
that's fine. You were working on your roadmap, which I look forward to going through and getting even more excited about. So that's great. Any questions? Any questions for ABB? Throw them off in the chat here. We already have someone who's saying they're available. Love it. Keep an eye out for that then. And a good comment from Mir Hispano here. Just, support generally, and I love it. Agreed. I imagine this is Claudio. If I'm wrong, welcome regardless. It's good to see everyone. And yeah, there's been a couple of.
Is growing very fast. It could be Claudio. It could be anyone.
It's true. It could. That's fair. I'm down for it being absolutely anyone, because that's a pretty exciting guild as well. So also bear in mind, Mir Hispano, I know you're always full of updates too. So raise your hand if you want to come on stage to share a bit about them a bit briefly. We're slightly over our time, but that's just because there's so much exciting things to talk about. But while we have AVB up here, let's see for, just keep it for a minute or so if there are any more questions specifically about what was just shared and the opportunities that we're discussing here. But if there aren't, you know how to find him.
And ask a couple of questions.
Yeah.
It also, that sounds like a great addition to the near ecosystem. Are you talking about doing your podcast on a regular basis and maybe putting it out on YouTube, or how do you see it how do you see it growing?
Yeah, so we did a cheeky interview on our Twitter yesterday, a couple of days ago. And it was interesting to see that only 10% or 11% of people watch podcasts on YouTube. So I think that we started to see a divergence between content that lives on YouTube, like, say this recording, and more of a traditional podcast. So we're aiming to be more on the entertaining or light content, or insightful, the sort of things that you would listen on a commute or while you exercise, or like multitasking. So yes, to answer your question, we're looking at doing it regularly. We are looking at using a couple of services, which I'll actually be sharing on the governance forum, because I think everyone could probably look into them. There is Transistor to distribute the podcasts automatically to the popular platforms such as Apple and Spotify, Google. But there's also a couple of platforms that allow you to record both audio and video in high quality. So it records in your local device and then uploads to the cloud. So even if your connection is not the best in real time, you can still upload really good quality content. So most likely we will be looking at uploading to YouTube as well. Like once we have the source material, we don't have any restrictions on where to upload. But yeah, at the moment it's that process of experimenting with the tools and seeing where the people are.
Cool. Was there another question?
Sounds like you have the whole thing well planned out.
Yeah.
We've done some work.
I feel proud in that. It sounds like there's a lot that's been worked out and sounds really cool. Okay, thank you for the update, AVB. That's amazing. That's the handle, folks, if you want to learn more. And now I get to awkwardly push you off from the stage. I'm going to remove you. So we say goodbye. Yeah. And away he goes. Thanks. And then we'll bring up Mir Hispano real quick. Wait, I mean, I envision is Claudio, but if not, this will be fun to find out who it is.
Yeah, hi everybody. Sorry about that.
Oh, it is. Hi. The mystery unveiled. Welcome
It's a little bit
to the AMA
side.
this week. Can you give us a
Hi,
brief
everybody.
update about what your guild is up to? What's
Yes,
happening?
so really excited. Next week we got 28 guild members that are participating in a boot camp with Sharif. So that's up and running.
Cool.
That's really good. Also, we just did our first governance post regarding rewards for Near Guild members, Near Hispano Guild members. Really focus around the events and webinars we're doing and getting the word out there. Sorry about it, English speakers. It's gonna be all in Spanish, but this is just the incentive for you to get to know a little better about the what's happening in the Spanish speaking regions, LATAM and Spain. So really excited about that. Thank you very much for all the support that the Open Web Sandbox team has given us. Really excited about that. And yeah, a couple of things are coming up. So we're going to be releasing a project, an open source project to the Nearverse. It's an NFT marketplace focused for indigenous artists. So we'll see how that goes. We will be bringing them up to speed slowly but surely. They're not too tech savvy, so that we got a few technology hurdles to go through, but let's see how that experiment goes. And we will be launching this after the bootcamp, so stay tuned for that, for the governance post, and just keeping busy. Really excited about that. And yeah, thank you very much for the time, everybody. Stay safe and have a good one.
Thanks, Claudio. That's so awesome. Looking forward to seeing how all that pans out, and love to hear these updates from you. So awesome. Yeah, keep doing this awesome work. And we'll hear more from you next week, I'm sure. Good luck with this current course. So from there, I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm heady on this power of removing people from stages. He elected to leave. That's a thing. Cool. I'm glad to know you can leave of your free will without me forcing you off. We're learning new things about AirMeet, folks. This has been a fun experiment. Thank you for being a part of it with us. We are planning on keeping this platform, the one we use and go to for these weekly AMAs, still every Wednesday, still the same time, 3 p.m. CET, but on a shiny new platform. And in terms of official updates from what's happening with the sandbox, I mean, Sammy already released some of that cool, what you can look forward to seeing coming up with that awesome rewards program. And then also we have our party. The second edition of the monthly Open Web Sandbox party is happening next Thursday. It is starting at 5 p.m. CET. It will also be on AirMeet. We started publicizing it, so take a look. I'm just going to post the nearguilds.com link in the chat with all the event information. There's a lot that you can expect from the prior edition that we thought worked really well and people in the community really responded to, which was the opportunity for everyone to step up like we do on these AMAs, everyone to step up and tell everyone what's going on with them in terms of the projects that they're planning on pursuing or that are currently underway. We call it elevator pitch style because we give you max 1 minute so that we can really hear from as many people as possible. It's like a really intense pitching session. So that's going to be something that we'll continue to have. There will be an NFT giveaway. You can also expect that to be the case. Nudge, nudge. But then you can also expect potentially a rainbow surprise. Just going to leave that out there because the party itself is rainbow themed. So as one of the updates from the Near Core team, we are going to be inviting and welcoming one of the developers of the Near Rainbow Bridge so that we can get a full introduction to this really awesome tech and really just to understand as clearly as possible for the average open web contributor why this matters. Why should we care about this? I mean, it's a nice name, it's a cool name, it sounds very flashy, but what does it actually tangibly mean for sandboxers and general members of the community to use the Near Rainbow Bridge? So that you can look forward to as part of this marvelous party we have happening next Thursday. And hopefully folks will hear and everyone else will feel free to attend. bear in mind also that there is that Google form circulating within the event link I just posted, and I'll be circulating it even more generally and aggressively on the Sandbox Discord, because that's how we are accumulating signups for the project pitching. I'm a very organized person. You all are going to learn this about me very quickly. I enjoy order. I do not thrive. I thrive in ordered chaos. So I'm just going to strongly encourage everyone who's interested in pitching their project to fill out this Google form so that you are guaranteed a spot to present. Otherwise, if you show up and expect to, I cannot guarantee it that you will be able to do so. So that's my final word on the matter. There's a number of project opportunities posted on the forum. Some of them were mentioned in the session today. You can, of course, also make a point of going through the July rewards. Get going, folks. You can post now. There's no need to wait until the end of the month. If you've been diligently creating content, if you've been managing a Twitter account, all of that good stuff, be sure to find the July rewards post on the forum and let us know what you've been up to over the past month so we can reward you. Reminder about process, do check in with one of the moderators through a DM on Discord or however you end up finding us. I think many of us are very available in other platforms, but let's keep it to Discord for now. DM us with your post. Make sure you get approval from one of us before you then post to the Sputnik DAO. This just saves you time. It also saves you the bond money in case you need to repost because there was a math error or something. Let's just do it that way to make everything a little easier. But no rush, no harm, no foul. Get that up there when you can, so that we can reward you for all the awesome work you're doing on behalf of the Open Web Sandbox and behalf of NEAR and the wider community. So that we're gonna end the session here. We have these table options for those of us who are here in the session live on AirMeet right now. So the tables kind of function like Zoom breakout rooms. So you can hang out there and just have like your own mini video call if you wanted to chat amongst yourselves or connect with folks. We'll keep that open for a bit. And yeah, let us know how you found that this session went. That's another thing too. This will be posted as a recording on our channel later as usual. But in the meanwhile, for anyone who is observing this in real time or later, let us know what your experience was like in the Wednesdays AMA Discord channel. That'll be really useful for how we design future sessions like this. So We'll say goodbye here. And also thank you to everyone for attending. Thank you to Sammy for presenting, Carl for being here as support, all of our other presenters. Really appreciated you having everyone here for this experiment and hope it went well. Okay, bye all.
Bye guys.
Bye.